Today we are going to start our second session, means second lesson from Unit 1, third language English, that is an encounter of a special kind. Now, what do you mean by encounter? Do you understand what do you mean by encounter? In Urdu we may say as jhadap, fighting between two. So this lesson is about an encounter of a special kind. Before beginning this lesson, and this lesson is written by Tapan Mukherjee. Who is the writer of this lesson? Tapan Mukherjee. So before beginning this lesson, we will take our first activity, that is of chit chat. Friends, here there is one picture. A small girl is carrying a puppy in a tub, and there is a water, full of water, isn't it? Now, on base of this picture, there are certain questions asked here. First question is, what do you see in the photo? What is the first question? What do you see in the photo? It is very clear. We see that a small girl is carrying a puppy in a tub from water. Next question is, what do you think the girl is trying to do and why? What do you think the girl is trying to do and why? What the girl is trying to do? The girl is trying to save her puppy. Why? Because it may be her pet, or she may love her puppy very much, isn't it? Then third question is, if you were in the place of that girl, what would you do? Suppose if you were in the place of that girl, what would you do? What will be your response? I think we may write or we may answer in this way, that I may also do the same action the girl is doing, or I may also do the same work the girl is doing, or I may also try to save the puppy. Do you think she will become successful in her mission? Yes, I think she will definitely be successful in her mission. So these are some of the questions based on chit chat activity. Then there is another question, few pictures are given here. First, our luxurious bungalow. You have to match this. This is a luxurious bungalow, isn't it? My favorite pastime. Which is your favorite pastime? Reading books. What a commotion. To which picture will you match? Engrossed in my book. Engrossed in my book. This is engrossed in my book. So you have to match the pictures with these options. Okay. Now let's begin our lesson. An encounter of special kind. Now have you understood what does the encounter exactly means? Encounter means the fighting between two. उसे हम उर्दू में झड़प भी कहते हैं, है समझ में? I am going to read the first paragraph from the textbook. My father was a medical professional working for a private company in Raniganj in West Bengal. Now what the writer is saying, he is saying that his father was a medical professional, means he was working in the field of medicine. He was a medical professional. And he was working for a private company in Raniganj in West Bengal. And the writer's father was working for a private company. And where was the company? The company was in Raniganj in West Bengal. So there is first question based on these two lines in your textbook. What is the question? What was the profession of writer's father? What was the profession of writer's father? Profession means what work does he do? Or what was his occupation? So we can say that, now what is the question? What was the profession of writer's father? What was the profession of writer's father? So we can say that writer's father was a medical professional. What will we answer? A writer's father was medical professional. There is in the first line only, there is the answer of this question, isn't it? A writer's father was medical professional. Now I will ask you another question. Suppose I ask you, where does the writer's family stay? Where does the writer's family stay? Stay यानी ठहरना, रुकी हुई, रहती थी. तो writer's family stay in Raniganj in West Bengal, isn't it? Now, the officer of the company were housed in individual bungalows inside a large campus. Our house was in a corner of the campus. The officers' club was adjacent to the boundary wall of our garden. The compound was luxurious with green grass, colorful flowers and a host of tall, majestic trees. The seasonal vegetables in the kitchen gardens of the households and the magnificent trees constantly attracted squirrels and many species of birds. A group of langurs had even made their den in an aswatha tree nearby. They had all become a part and parcel of our existence and daily life. So this is the first stanza. Now what the writer is saying here, the writer describes the campus where his house was situated. Isn't it? There is another question in your textbook. See that question. Describe the campus where the writer's family lived. What the question is? Describe the campus where the writer's family lived. यानी आपको उस जगह को बयान करना है जहां पर मुसन्निफ की फैमिली रहा करती थी. अब कैसा था वो कैंपस? तो यहां पर कुछ लाइंस है जो वो कैंपस को बयान करे. अपन ऐसा बोल सकते क्या? देखो ये एक सेंटेंस है यहां पे. Our house was in a corner of the campus. So our means whose? Writer's house. So while answering this question, we may say that writer's house was in a corner of the campus. Isn't it? What you have to say? You have to use writer instead of our. And you have to answer that writer's house was in a corner of the campus. First thing. Next, the officers' club was adjacent to the boundary wall of our garden. Here we can say that the officers' club was adjacent to the boundary wall of writer's garden. Isn't it? Adjacent means near. The compound was luxurious with green grass, colored flowers and a host of tall and majestic trees. Isn't it? So till here you have to answer this question, majestic trees. So this is the answer of that question. What question? Describe the campus where writer's family live. You may describe the campus in this way. How will you say that? The writer's house was in the corner of the campus. Isn't it? And the officers' club was adjacent to the writer's house. Next, he has said that the campus was luxurious and there were many beautiful flowers and majestic trees in the campus. So in this way, you can describe the campus where writer's family lived. Isn't it? And now he has also said that these majestic trees, and there was a kitchen garden in the bungalow of the writer. The majestic trees, tall majestic trees, majestic yani deredar. The tall majestic trees and the kitchen garden attract the squirrels and many species of birds. Do you understand this? The majestic trees and the kitchen garden attract the many squirrels and species of the birds. इन दरख्तों की वजह से और वो जो किचन गार्डन था वहाँ पर उसकी वजह से बहुत सी गिलहरियाँ और मुख्तलिफ किस्म के परिंदे उस कैंपस की तरफ राग़िब होते थे, अट्रैक्ट होते थे यानी राग़िब होते थे. Then the further writer says that the langurs had made their abode in an asthawa tree. Asthawa means पीपल का झाड़. Asthawa means पीपल का झाड़. Abode means house, the place where one live. The abode of the langurs was asthama tree. Here the question may be asked, where did the langurs live? You may answer that the langurs live on the asthama tree. Where did the langurs live? Langurs live on asthama tree, or asthama tree was the abode of the langurs. Abode means house. And these langurs have become part and parcel of daily life of writer's family. यानी ये लंगूर जो है वो मुसन्निफ के फैमिली के रोजाना के रुकन बन गए थे. They have become the part and parcel of their daily life. So this is the first stanza of this lesson. Here we have seen two questions. What is the first question? What was the profession of writer's father? You know, we will answer that writer's father was a medical professional. Next question is, describe the campus where writer's family live. There are many sentences here to describe it. We may say that, how we can say, the writer's bungalow was in a corner of a campus. Officers' club was adjacent to the writer's bungalow. The campus was luxurious and there were many beautiful flowers and majestic trees in the campus. You may also say that there was a kitchen garden in the bungalow and these majestic trees and the kitchen garden attract the squirrels and many species of the birds. In this way, you may answer this question. And this question may be asked in question number B, means complex factual, for 2 marks. Many other questions may also be asked here. Just I have said you, where did the langurs live? Or what was the abode of langurs? You may answer that asthama tree was abode of langurs. This question may be also asked. Or in question number A, on paragraph writing in question number A, simple factual questions are asked, whose answer should be given in single sentence or a single word. Complete the following sentences. This may be also asked in question number A. Or true and false. Put the words in proper sentence in proper orders. What may be asked, whatever may be asked, you should properly understood each and everything of this lesson. Do you understand? Suppose the question is asked, writer's father was dash dash dash. You have to complete this sentence. What will you say? Writer's father was medical professional. Isn't it? Asthma tree was abode of dash dash dash. What will you answer? Asthma tree was abode of langurs. So whatever may be asked, you should be able to answer it. I think you all might have understood this first paragraph. Isn't it? Now we will see second paragraph. A small incident on a Saturday afternoon left a profound effect on me and unfolded before my eyes a whole new dimension to the wonders of God's creation. Now what here the writer is talking, he is describing one incident. He says that a small incident on Saturday afternoon left a profound effect on me. Writer saw one incident on Saturday afternoon, and that incident had deep effect on writer's heart. Profound effect means deep effect, गहरा असर होना. तो मुसन्निफ यहाँ कहता है कि वो जो वाक़या उसने सैटरडे के दोपहर में देखा, तो उस वाक़ये ने मुसन्निफ के दिल पर बहुत गहरा असर किया. And unfolded before my eyes a whole new dimension to the wonders of God's creation. He says that this incident unfolded. Unfold means to open up. खोल के रख देना. इस वाक़ये ने खुदरत के एक अजीब करिश्मे को, खुदरत के पैदा किए हुए करिश्मों में से एक अजीब करिश्मे को मेरे नज़रों के सामने खोल कर रख दिया. This incident unfolded, that means revealed. This incident revealed in front of my eyes a new dimension of God's creation. I have become aware with one of the new dimension of the God's creation. This incident do that. Then he says, it was a few days into Puja vacation. Puja means here there is Gauri Puja. Vacations of Gauri Puja have been started. Just like for any other child, the holidays provided an opportunity for me to become engrossed in various magazines and storybooks published especially for children in festive season. Now what the writer is saying, first there is one word, engrossed, means deeply immersed in, में खोए रहना, में मशगूल रहना, entangled in. Now what the writer is saying that Puja vacation means Durga Puja vacations have been started, and these vacations has given a writer an opportunity to read some story books and magazines like other children they do in the vacation. In the same way, the Puja vacations means Durga Puja vacations has provided the writer an opportunity to engross in story books and magazines like other children do in festival vacations. So the writer also do the same thing. Here we can say that one question may be asked that what did the writer do in Puja vacation? Isn't it? What did the writer do in Puja vacation? मुसन्निफ ने दुर्गा पूजा की छुट्टियों में क्या किया? तो अपन क्या बोलेंगे? He became engrossed in some of the story books and magazines. वो कुछ कहानियों की किताबों में और मैगजीन्स में खोया रहा, है ना? ये अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड की, ये मौका प्रोवाइड किया मुसन्निफ को दुर्गा पूजा वैकेशंस में, है ना? या ये क्वेश्चन को ऐसा भी कहा जा सकता, व्हाट अपॉर्चुनिटी डिड द दुर्गा पूजा वैकेशन प्रोवाइड टू द राइटर? Have you understood this question? What opportunity did Durga Puja vacation provides to writer? We may say that The vacations have provided the writer an opportunity to be engrossed in storybooks and magazines. So whatever question may be asked, you should properly understood each and every angle of this lesson. Have you understood these two paragraphs clearly? And I hope all of you might have understood these two paragraphs. And see, there is one question on vocabulary. Give a word for means you have to write the words of same meaning, synonyms. And those are given in your textbook. These are the words of vocabulary. Suppose he has written the word engross and he said, write a word for engross. You have to write occupied in, or he may ask occupied in. He will ask occupied in, and he will say that write a word for occupied in from your textbook. So what is the synonyms of this? Engross. In this way, the question based on vocabulary may be asked. There is also the question of personal response. It depends on you how you will answer. Suppose I will ask you one question. Describe your house in 4 sentences. This is the question of personal response, isn't it? There is the connection of this question with the paragraph. But you have to respond your own answer. What question I have asked? Describe your house in 4 sentences. There is a question. Describe the campus of the writer's bungalow, isn't it? That question is there. In the same way I have asked you, describe your house in 4 sentences. This is one of homework for you. This is one of the tasks for you. You will answer this question in 4 sentences. I thought all of you might have understood this lesson. If there is any difficulty or query, this is my mobile number. You can contact on this. So, okay, thank you very much. Best of luck.